welcome to the Warhammer Meta Chasers. I am being joined by the Pixel Paul, the illustrious Pixel Paul, because he is at the ATC that we'll be covering today. And, of course, Adam from Down Under.
Oh, g'day.
G'day. This is your weekly podcast where we're going to go over the best and brightest events of the weekend. And now that we are in 11th full force, we are going to get to really dive in at the ATC team event because dispositions are here, 11th this year, and we have a lot to talk about and a lot to digest. So we're going to have to try a couple things today, and you're going to let us know which one you like best because we have to try different formats. Yeah. We have another piece of information that we need to be really analyzing and kind of sharing with you guys too. The dispositions are going to make a big difference in this game, and not even a big difference, they are a key to it. So
yeah, it's going to be really interesting to unpack. And of course, we're going to try a couple of different things and see which one you guys like the most. But it's a brand new world, and it feels really interesting to be jumping into this show. And both of our first events, our first week of coverage is just going to be teams. Yeah. And of course, I am an absolute advocate and champion of G-Dub stepping up to the plate and bringing out a teams pack.
That was incredible.
Absolutely
even
brilliant.
As a TO, half or if not like 75% of my player pack is done now. Thanks, GW. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
that's like
exactly
beautiful.
right. Beautiful. If not more, right?
If not more,
you could just take it as is if you want.
You could,
but yeah,
absolutely.
This is a brand new day, and I gotta tell you, I am the most excited for a edition that I have been since 7th to 8th.
Mm-hmm.
I love everything about 11th edition that I've experienced so far.
The
faction balance, we'll see. Everything else
balances is like every edition will launch with some bumps in the balance. That's normal. We got the speed bump balances right now, but we'll be fine. Right now, they've been more active than ever before in terms of updating and fixing any kind of balance issue. So with this new edition coming out, I think they said something about actually updating like every month for the first couple of months.
Yeah, so first couple of months they intend to be like turning a couple of wheels here, a couple of cogs there. And I think that is really cool and shows just how invested they are in making sure everything's working as intended.
We love it.
Because guess what they didn't do last edition? 3 months of Wraith Knights. Enjoy, bro.
Yep.
And I mean, right now we definitely have Defilers, but Defilers are a known quantity at least.
I'm not actually bothered by them right now.
As soon as I heard that toe-in shooting was a thing, I was like, oh well, there's I don't know the points that they can put Defilers at that will stop you taking any of them.
If you can take them, you take at least one, probably two.
Correct. Same for Emperor's Children. I don't know of a points you will put it at that will stop people taking. Maybe it's 400. Like maybe one is 400 points, and it's the same cost as a Big Knight. Guess what? It's still better than a Big Knight. You can still do so many things with that you can't do with a Big Knight. But yeah, we'll see what they do. But it's really encouraging to know they're just going to keep turning cogs, and hopefully we get to that golden period. Because we had that in 10th edition, we had it in 9th edition, we had it in 8th edition, but we have that kind of that middle-ish 9 to 16, 18 months of the edition where it's just humming along nicely. And that'd be really cool if we got there quicker.
I think I'm 100% confident we will actually get there in 11th. I just hope that they don't keep turning the cogs once we get to that point. That's my main worry. And I think because they're being very active with it, I just don't want them to be too active now. We got to find the right balance, right?
So the interesting thing is now they've put in all these extra balancing mechanics the levels they can pull, like changing dispositions on detachments, changing DPs up and down, stuff like that. But in doing so, they've given themselves more to manage.
Yes,
but more ways to manage it. So we'll see if that comes out as the same result for the player or better.
Exactly, and I think that's the well-known triple nerf bat that GW is known for. Whenever anything gets nerfed, it's at nerf 3 times. They need to just do one piece.
Well, exactly right.
They have so many pieces now. They just do one at a time. Don't do 2. Don't do 3. Just one.
I'm playing Imperial Knights a lot at the moment. Gate Warden Lance plus the Dominus Foe Breakers is absolutely busto. All you need to do to balance that at the first point is literally just take Purge the Foe off Dominus Foe Breakers. Just take that off. Chuck on easy anything else. Yep. And see if it's still a problem. And if that's going to be a month by month proposition, being like, well, take that off immediately, chuck a different dispo on it, and then you got to get a month's data before you know if you need to change any points or anything else. And I like that they can do that. I like the incremental gear shift is now like a really big thing for them. Where like last edition was just like, oh, that's a problem. Windmill, slam the points, take it out of the game. Like we don't want that.
For sure. That's
All right.
I think that's the biggest thing. So
let's jump in. So first up, we have the 8-player American Team Championship from Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll be covering both ATCs. I did really want to cover Heroes Cup, which has been pointed out in the chat already. Of course, we have a wonderful chat community, but unfortunately, they didn't unlock their lists in time. So this was going to be 3 team events to kick off 11th edition, but instead we have 2. But this is pretty big. Like I said, Chattanooga, Tennessee, the ATC for American Team Championship. It is one of the hallowed events of the American calendar. 248 players in 32 teams of 8 for the 8-player in 5 rounds. What are we going to see?
In the Imperial Super Faction, there are 4 Sisters of Battle, 9 Custodes, 3 Admech, 15 Astra Militarum, 4 Grey Knights, and 12 Imperial Knights. Space Marines, there's 13 Adeptus Astartes, 5 Dark Angels, 2 Space Wolves, 4 Blood Angels, 1 Black Templar, and 1 Death Watch. That means there's 26. Only 6 teams didn't take Astartes. Chaos, there's 8 Chaos Space Marines, 17 T-Suns. So there's all your defilers right there. 13 Death Guard, 9 World Leaders, 8 Emperor's Children, 13 Demons, and 5 Chaos Knights. Xenos, there's 22 Necrons, 12 Orcs, 21 Tau, 12 Votan. I do think the Tau are one of, if not the best faction in the game right now. Just with
I
the
think
way
they're
the
the
game's
faction.
played.
Yeah, I think they're number 1.
Yeah, for sure. Hive Mind, there's 16 Tyranids. Oh, I love seeing that. And 4 Genes to the Cult, too. Eldar, there's 7 Drakari and 5 Eldari, meaning the faction podium is, like I said, technically total Astartes at 26, topping it off. But Necrons being the one, so the first solid one at 22, and then Tau right behind them at 21, then T-Suns behind them at 17, and Tyranids, we're going to say making a podium at 16. What's after bronze? Copper?
Copper, yeah. Iron. But yeah, and then straight under the Tyranids would be Astra Militarum at 15. Which does spice things up a little bit. This is a pretty, not surprising faction podium. The T-Suns are essentially robbing numbers off the CSM. The Chaos Space Marine numbers are way lower than I would have expected on release. And that's because I believe people are migrating to 1,000 Suns for essentially the same effect for less points with a little bit better team potential. Because everyone knows what Pac-Band Zealots does. It's a pre-measurable army. It's still crazy strong. Still one of the top 3 army in the game. But 1,000 Suns do it with a better damage distribution across the army. They never have to run up and punch you like Chosen do if the crabs can't get the job done. And you play the mission a lot better. I think the thing that's going to hold Pac-Band Zealots back is, yes, you're going to play Purge the Foe with that army because you have 4 units and a Dream. Essentially, you have Abby Chosen, Huron Chosen, and then 2 Defilers, and then just Misk. Very, very similar to like an inversed Necrons list where you would just have like, here's my DDA is the Silent King, and then just tie it all together with utility units. That's going to play Purge the Foe really good, but in teams, if you're playing against Purge the Foe Pac-Band Zealots, guess what you're doing? Nothing. You are going to sit there in your DZ, hold your expansion, pass the turn, because you're going to lock them out of 2/3 of their scoring potential. And then that list doesn't push that well, doesn't rush your opponent down that quickly. And so I think it's already been early identified that 1,000 Suns actually close the distance quicker, get angles more consistently, and their damage ceiling is essentially infinite. It's like not as consistently high as Pac-Bound like all the time, but you have enough buffs and mortals and extra movements and extra everything's that if you want something dead, it dies.
Yeah, exactly. And their Overwatch threat is still good on the
it's still good enough.
While the CSM one isn't, because they don't have the rerolls anymore. So
yeah, agreed. Anything here surprising you? Of course, there's an enormous amount to break down. The Tyranids, tell us about the Nids. How are they doing? Why are there 16 of them here?
You know why there's 16 of them? Because Battle Shock is a thing, my friend, and Tyranids do Battle Shock really well.
Really? Do you have an army rule now?
Wow. We actually have an army rule that is pretty cool. You know what? The amount of games where a single Neurolictor Battle Shock something on turn 1 and then just remain Battle Shock the entire game, I think it's been like at least half of my games that's happened. That's just
nice.
It is so annoying now because you can't just break out of Battle Shock with a CP anymore because you stay Battle Shocked.
Yeah,
so it can be devastating. It really can.
Absolutely can. We just had a request in the chat that I do the Tyranids breakdown. Unfortunately, I did not do the Tyranids breakdown. I did the Necrons breakdown because they were the most numerous. And it's a fresh look, even though I think people are pretty tired of Necron's breakdown. It was the most numerous faction, so I decided to do that one. But I'm going to quickly open every Tyranid list in the event.
Oh, he's
and
doing
I'm
it
going to have a
live.
little look through.
He's
So,
doing it
would you
live.
like to take us through the next slide, dude?
Yeah, so I'll actually do the Necrons detachment breakdown then, because that's where we are. And then we're going to go through their disposition breakdown afterwards too, because that's the important part that we want to start learning about now, but not just what people are taking detachment wise, but what detachment is getting the disposition, because that's your mission. And that's how you build your list. Like, I think people have to build the list for the disposition now. I think that's, you build a list, then pick the disposition, or do you pick the disposition, then build the list, Adam? What's the way you do it?
So, the way I believe that I'm going to start doing it is I pick my faction, I decide how I want to play that faction, and then I pick the disposition that matches, and then I build the list.
Okay.
So I actually think the disposition comes in before detachment selection.
Interesting.
I think you pick faction, you pick dispo, then you pick detachments. And I think because the disposition is everything about how you actually play the game, it's actually more important to me than the detachments, because the detachments can play, you pick an all-round detachment like a Gladius, it can essentially play every dispo. So that's just an example. So I should be picking how I want to play the game. Do I want to play MSU? Do I want to play big bricks? Do I want to play a bit of everything? Do I want to play action monkeys and utility pieces? Do I want to play, a pseudo, baby jail strategy to just saturate expansions and stuff like that? You should pick that bit, then go into the detachments and the list construction.
Yep. No, that makes perfect sense. And I agree. I think that's how you should do it. Like, that's one of the benefits, actually, the major benefit of 11th, being able to choose how you want to play the game before you even make the list, because that helps you design your list now, like, because you want to play the game you want to play, right? And this position lets you do that.
Dude, I'm sorry to wax. I'm jumping through the list of all the Tyranid lists. There is a lot of Assimilation Swarm Norn Queen and a lot of Vanguard and what's the Lictor one?
Oh, the Assassin
Ambush Predator.
Ambush Predator, that's it.
Yeah, there is a lot of both. There's a couple. There's only one invasion fleet that I've seen and 2 sub-assaults so far. But yeah, it is like Vanguard.
Not a huge fan of the sub-assault. Invasion is really good if you want take and hold.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
But even assimilation with Norn was like, they made assimilators good.
There's a couple of Crusher and Ambush, and I'm assuming that's because Ambush is on Disruption. Crusher's the only access to Purge, right?
Crusher and that is the only access to Purge. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a cheeky so Assimilation Swarm Talons of the Emperor playing priority seems to be that seems pretty sick to me. Like, you step that Norn up onto the objective and just start pushing the button, and you're like, well, not only is this pushing the button, it's also like crazy durability.
Yeah.
Very interesting stuff. All right, sorry. Take us through the Necron bits and pieces.
So in the Brave New Metal world, as it were, there's 22. 11 of those are Awakened Dynasty. So half of them are Awakened Dynasty still. That's no real surprise there. But then Cursed Legion's 5. Sky Shroud Spearhead's 5. Star Shatter Arsenal 3. And then 1 Cryptek Conclave, Hand of the Dynasty, Obeison's Phalanx, and Farron's Armory.
So I think all 5 of the Cursed Legions are going with the Sky Shroud Spearhead. So the Cursed Legion gets access to the Purge. I think it's the only access to Purge in Necrons. Necrons have very little access to Purge, probably for the best, because it's very easy.
Had it.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that Cursed Legion is the only access to Purge. Oh, okay. So hence that's the take there. And Awakened Dynasty is taken hold only, which that bothers me. Get that away from them.
Seriously.
What a 20 Necro Warrior is good at, freaking taking and holding. It's wild. But then, so this is one way where I have decided to do the detachment breakdown, just listing every detachment singularly. You'll see in the next one I've listed the combos, so how many times each combo is taken. And please let us know in chat and in the comments which one you prefer us to do. What do you think of this breakdown, mate? Because I got to tell you, 11 of these Necron players are boring my brains out.
Yeah, how could you guys want to keep playing that? Come on, do something new. Look at all this new stuff you can do.
Look at all this new. Look at all this new stuff, man.
You know,
and then you just
I don't want to hear complaints about Necrons being boring or not getting anything new for anybody playing Awakened Dynasty right now. That's just you've lost all credibility in any kind of customization of your army. You're done. Just put your warriors on the table, put a Wraith brick, and be happy. You know, that's
I kind of want to. This. You know, I would shoot me if I did this, but I want to go. I want to go past the Awakened Dynasty Necrons armies with their spray can of beige and just be like, "You are boring." You have a whole new playbook right now, and all you're doing is the same crap. Half of you are unable to change. Oh, but also this is 8-player teams, and if you get it, I get it. I'm throwing a lot of shade here, but if you do need to take, it's 8-mans. I think taking 2 taken holds, 2 purges, and 2 priorities is the default, unless you have players specific and army specific that enable you to take, you know, a second recon, a second disruption, a second the other one. Actually, no, there is another one. It's 5. And so those are the easy double ups in an 8-man disposition. And Awakened Dynasty on taken hold. It has just got to be like.
To be fair, like when you have to have a take and hold, and you have a Necron player that's willing to do take and hold, then yeah, that makes sense because you might as well. Who else does it better? Like,
I don't know if anybody does it better. I don't know of anybody who's going to play take and hold better than Awakened Dynasty off the cuff.
There wasn't going to play it, but better than Awakened Dynasty.
Yeah. Anyway, let's hit a transition over to the Necron dispositions, and of course we have 11 Awakened Dynasties. So there's going to be 11 taken holds. That's default, but then 5 Purge the Foes to go along with the number of Cursed Legions, 3 priority assets, and 1 disruption. How does that breakdown make sense to you? Because I do like the priority assets. I don't mind priority assets for Necrons. I think they play that totally fine. Purge the Foe, of course, you're very good at getting like a kill every turn as Necrons, and then theoretically Necrons just don't give up any kills on demand sometimes. And so Purge the Foe can go very well, even in the mirror. I think Necrons is one of the best Purge the Foe mirror armies because, like
mirror,
I said,
for sure. But I mean,
yeah.
Purge makes me nervous with Necrons because I feel like they're one of the armies that can get diced potentially. Although with Cursed Legion, that is actually a very good detachment to do it with.
Dude, Cursed Legion is brutal. Like, I mean, it explodes. It's a bunch of like medium toughness 3-wound chassis with like 3-up armor save. It's just literally 3-up Marines. But they shoot and they punch extremely hard. Both in the varieties of the destroyers and the Scorpex. They both.
Yeah, that's the context of this, right? Because you think Necrons in general, Purge's Foe's like, I don't know about that, but then you think, oh wait, it has to be Cursed Legion, so
yeah,
suddenly, and obviously taking holds are all Awakened. That makes sense. Priority assets, that's just playing Warhammer, so that they do that well. Disruption is an interesting take for.
So I see. Is it weird that I see Purge the Foe as? And priority assets is the same thing, but you take the kill out for an action, and apart from that, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much accurate. Yeah.
So it's a very good performer for them. I think priority assets is totally fine. And the only reason I'm okay with it is because the new mounted detachment that they got, I think, gives them the utility unit flexibility that they've needed for a while.
Well, I actually think the priority assets is better for Necrons than Purge the Foe is, personally.
Fair. Because I mean, there are some matchups you'll get into where your profiles just can't get a kill.
Yeah,
like you have the Silent King and a Catan that like consistently get you kills every turn. Yeah, like guaranteed against some of the other Purge the Foe big baddies that I'm predicting.
Yep, no, that makes sense.
Who has disruption for?
I actually don't know. It has to be
that.
It's either the Cryptek Conclave
or Hand of the
Dynasty.
Yeah, because I got to tell you, that guy's a champion. That's what I like about this. The just talking about the dispos and having the breakdown, because you see who stepped up for their freaking team, man.
Yeah,
and just eat it and take disruption. Necrons. Yeah, absolutely awesome. All right, we have one team to break down. One of the 8-man teams to break down. This one is Nemesis, which consists, I think, of like pretty much only American WTC or Academy players. And so this is going to be a very strong team. It kicks off with Tau Empire, Mondkar, Purge the Foe. And of course, we're going to be listening to Dispos here, which is just another great talking point. Then they go to Emperor's Children, which is Carnival of Excess and Frenzied Host on Disruption. Adeptus Sororitas, Hallowed Martyrs on priority assets. I love that combo. I think that is very strong in teams. Necrons, Awakened Dynasty, Taken Hold, you boring SOBs.
Shocking.
I know. Then Chaos Demons, Scintillating Legion, and Lords of the War playing Purge the Foe.
That's what I like to see. I like to see that.
Spicy meatball.
Yeah.
I think giving it to that instead of like Anyway, we'll get to it. Astra Militarum, Recon Element, Reconnaissance. You know,
Whoa,
who this
another
is.
shocker.
Orc Green Tide plus Tactical Brigade, which I think is sick. I think it's absolutely sick. I'm so keen for
Take and hold. That's actually insane.
It is good. It is very good on Take and Hold because you can go 6 units. You can go 6 units of Storm Boys, dude. You can just like play that take and that hold really, really early, really well, and then hit the flood from like turn 2, turn 3. Then Adept Astartes, Blade of Ultramar, priority assets.
You get to play the game. Yeah, makes sense.
Yep. And so they have doubled up on priority assets, Purge the Foe, and Take and Hold. Like I thought, those are the 3 that I would double up on off the bat. The single disruption and disruption on EC as well, I think is a great choice. I think EC is pretty much the only a Heretic Astartes army that I think plays disruption well. I think you could build like a Warp Talon, Raptor-esque, Biker-esque build for CSM that could go okay, but you're losing so much of the power units in order to do it, whereas Emperor's Children kind of just go disrupt by default. The getting the Chaos Demons, Sint and Lords of the Warp on Purge the Foe, I think is sick. I think that is a sick combo. And there's so much to unpack. You go.
Brother, this is incredible. I love seeing all the dispositions here and seeing what the different teams are going to be taking. I like seeing who thinks which ones are more important because I personally, and this might be a hot take because I know disruption is considered the worst one. I actually like that better to double up on in teams because
that's because
I feel
you're you. And you play what you play.
I do play what I play, but I also feel like it has more potential for differentials than Take and Hold does. If built that way, but
yeah, my issues with doubling up on disruption is that to play disruption well, you need to have a player that's good at an MSU style already. That needs to be like an almost MSU specialist on a faction that's appropriate, and somebody who's competent enough to generate with all the changes. And so you're playing an MSU only, that usually means transports. There are so many transport downsides right now that people are going to take a while to build up the skills and the positioning nuance to avoid the pitfalls of. Then you need a player who's an expert on MSU armies that can tempo their army out appropriately without getting blown out, overwhelmed. And also, I got to tell you, the damage output of a lot of the MSU armies is on the down, is on the trending down. But what I love about it is that it has a really sneaky good game into Purge.
Very good game into Purge.
That's what you're really talking about.
Yeah. Because let's be real, every single team is going to take 2 Purge. Everybody wants 2 Purge.
Everybody.
I don't think we'll see a team without 2 Purge, to be honest, because it has too many good matchups and it's too easy to skew a list into that disposition.
I believe that as well. We just had a question about the Scintillating Legion. That's Justin Serrano from this team. His list, just as because we've been asked, is, like I said, Scintillating Legion, Lord of the Warp, playing Purge the Foe. He's got Be'lakor, Kairos, Lock with Infernal Puppeteer, Lock with Improbable Shield, and then another Lock, and then a Poxbringer. Poxbringer's cute. He's got 2 units of 3 Flamers, 2 units of 3 Screamers, and that's freaking it.
Yep. So
it's playing Purge because it will generate a kill almost every turn due to the Puppeteer and Kairos, whilst not exposing anything of significance. And at the same time, it plays janky goodness, staying ahead of your opponent if they ever try and pressure you with the bounce off strats.
Yep.
Great list. So this is an interesting. Are you seeing any double up pairings here? Like these 2 look like they're trying to do the same thing. These 2 same thing. These 2 same thing.
Well, I mean, the Purge the Foes are both trying to do the same thing for the most part.
And the Take and Holds are doing the same thing as well, because one's doing it by resurrecting units in Hallowed Martyrs.
They do, but they don't. The Orcs Take and Hold can be a lot more aggressive than the Necron one. So I actually like that. If it could push for a differential in a team event if they get the right pairing with it. Having 2 Take and Holds means you can pressure the disposition that goes down defender that's bad in the Take and Hold, which there's not too many that are bad into it. I wouldn't say that's one of the reasons I'm not a huge fan of doubling up on Take and Hold, because I feel like because there's 3 defenders, right? You want your 3 double ups to be the ones that go into those a lot of the time, because most of the time when people are taking 2 or taking 1 of something, they're going to be the defenders most of the time. So that's going to end up switching a lot because people are going to realize that and then put 1 Purge the Foe. But then if you have 2 disruptions, it's a whole other game out there in teams. That's why I'm so excited about this. And I have my first team event coming up soon, and I'm looking forward to this. It's just it's a whole the pairing system is a whole other game now. It's so cool.
So the natural pair ups I see is you have the Astra Militarum and the Orcs playing they've actually managed to pretty much get 2 hordes into this into this lineup. That pairs really well with the Necrons as well, who is a pseudo horde, horde via durability, just can't kill the 20-mans. Then they've got their projection of force, which is the Tau and the EC. They're actually the go fast. One's go fast punchy, one's go fast shooty. Then you have your stable performers in the Sisters and the Marines, who really can't get blown out if played appropriately.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we have the Chaos Demons, X Factor, Uppy Downy, essentially playing pseudo Trixie Knights. Yeah, I think it's sick. I think it's a sick lineup. And I mean, there's probably about, I think there's 4 to 5 teams I back to make a podium, and this is obviously one of them.
Yeah,
but we get to try and pick winners here, and it's going to be very interesting. Do we want to be a good boys and give Paul all of the starties, or we going to be
let's give him a starties. He's there playing, so it's a good reason. It's a good reason.
What would you like, dude?
I'm going to take Tau.
I think that is totally correct. Unfortunately. Crap. What am I going to take? Necrons. I don't think the Necrons will get enough diff to top score this. I'm going to go the T-Sons.
T-Sons is a good one.
Yeah.
I was going to say that. Right. You know what else? I actually think the Sisters are going to be able to get some really good differentials too.
I think Sisters are going to do really well. I mean, I think Necrons are going to do really well as well. I expect there to be a bunch of Necron players who just don't lose games, but they're not going to 20-0 people.
Yeah.
Is what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have the other American Team Championship, also taking place at the same place. This is a 5-player teams. It's also from Chattanooga, Tennessee, USA. 232 players in 48 teams of 5 over the same 5 rounds. Take it away, Dusty Boy.
In the Imperial Survection, there are 1 Imperial Agent, 5 Sisters of Battle, 16 Custodes, 4 Admech, 9 Astral Militarum, 2 Grey Knights, and 12 Imperial Knights. Space Marines, there's 8 Dips Astartes, 6 Dark Angels, 8 Space Wolves, 7 Blood Angels, 1 Black Templar, and 3 Death Watch. Chaos, there's 12 Chaos Space Marines, 16 T-Suns, 8 Death Guard, 9 World Leaders, 4 Emperor's Children, 6 Demons, and 10 Chaos Knights. Xenos, there's 16 Necrons, 10 Orcs, 16 Tau, and 7 Votan. Hivebind, there's 13 Tyranids and 5 Genius of the Cult. Eldari, there's 5 Drakari and 10 Eldari, meaning the faction podium. The total Astartes are technically topping off again at 33. Then Custodes, T-Suns, Necrons, Tau, all tied for first and with 16. Tyranids in second with 13. Then CSM Imperial Knights at 12. And then Chaos Knights, Eldari, and Orcs at 10. And this is why 5 minutes at the beginning of edition with this kind of like the dispositions out of it's just the spreads cannot get better.
I really feel like the game and the team, the all of the edition all the rules for the edition, the players packs, everything wraps around 5-player teams.
Yeah,
perfectly. We're gonna have to do some things to make 8 players good. 8 player, I believe, should maintain as the international standard and all those things as the top level of the game. But 5-player teams just seem so cherry ripe for like really innovation, technical nuance, skill expression. I think it's all absolutely sick.
I like 5-mans better because of the dispositions, because the doubling up aspect is cool, but I like it when there's one of each. I really like that. But then it might get a little stale in terms of once you find out what dispositions are best against what. Yeah, but anyway,
dude, Nids make both podiums.
Yeah, man.
Like Nids make both, which is surprising to me.
Nids are good.
CSM numbers. This one is what I expected. I expected the CSM numbers in both to be higher than they are, as I rate them as like one of the top 3 armies in the game. But in teams, it's a little bit different. So we'll have to see what happens there. Imperial Knights getting great numbers also, which is not unexpected, because I think they have some pretty busted stuff. I think they. And I'm a Imperial Knights player, and I think they need a nerf. Maybe a little.
They can play the game very well right now.
Yeah, they're outside Pac-Ban Zealots. I think they're the best purge the foe faction in the game.
Yeah, it's actually one of the reasons that I'm really leading into a lot of mortal wounds against vehicles. They need to die. I need to be able to.
Dude, Eldari with 10 players in attendance. That is very surprising, and I'm very happy to see. Everyone's been saying Eldar's dead. I think Eldar are not in a great place. I think they're not.
I think Eldar are probably one of, if not the best recon armies in the game.
That's exactly right. Dude, you took the words out of my mouth.
Bam.
When you have to take each disposition, you have to go into the tank and find the faction that can do it.
Yeah.
And so if you have to take recon, and you have to take disruption, and you have to take priority assets. You know, what are you going to do to play it? You can't just take your bog standard Space Marine list and think you're going to do it.
There is one other faction that you would even compete with Eldar in terms of recon, and that's Tau. Do you want Tau on recon or purge?
No, you're never taking Tau on recon. Not in a million years. So maybe if you were doing Kroot, is that what you're talking about? Kroot could do recon.
Sure,
really well.
Maybe. But Eldar, and even like Drukhari too. So like the elves are just the best at doing recon. If you need a recon, you dip into the elves. You grab an elf player and say, hey.
It's elves of GSC. And seeing as I think AdMech can do it very well also.
AdMech are very good at it too. Yeah.
Those are the 4 factions that I think by default are playing one of the better versions of their lists. Like they're playing their better units in those and still playing the disposition that you need.
I think that's actually why you're seeing a lot more GSC too, because they're another one of those recon.
Yeah. And so like when you have to play and take every dispo, you're not just going to take your bog standard orc player, chuck him on recon and hope it goes well, you know? You're not going to go and take your freaking salamanders player and chuck him on disruption and think it's going to go well. You're going to have to go into the tank, find players with flexibility and who can pick up and, you know, play something for the team. And I think it's sick. I think it's the best. I love this so much.
Love it.
It's essentially like you're playing like a sport. Like you're playing a basketball and you need a forward. You need a point guard. You need a center, you know, to play key defense. And you have to figure out of the personnel that you have who can play their positions, because now that's what we're going to call them. They're dispositions.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
He's cooking. He's cooking. Let him cook. Let him cook.
It's the positions in the team. It's so good. I'm in. I'm bought all the way in, guys. I'm an absolute stand for this shit. But anyway, moving on, we have the Thousand Suns detachment and disposition breakdown coming up next. And I did this in the different way, the other way, where I just listed every list as it was. So we'll hit that slide and show you guys what it looks like. And then you guys tell me what you prefer. So we have dust everywhere. Because of course we have we have 16 of these guys. And it looks a bit weird, but we have 4 of them playing Grand Coven. Then we have 3 Hexwalk Thrall Bands / Rituals of Regeneration. And then 2 players play Rubricate Phalanx, 2 players on Warpforged Cabal, Ritual of Regeneration, and then another 2 on Hexwalk Thrallband, Sekitar Cohort. And then we have singles for Warpforged Cabal, Servants of Change, Hexwalk Thrallband, and Sekitar Cohort. And actually, sorry, there should be 3 of those. We already are walking into problems. And then lastly, we have Warforged Cabal, Sekitar Cohort. Is that better? It was way worse for me to speak those words, and it was probably much more confusing, and I've already stuffed it up. But which one do you prefer, Dustin?
This one, I can see better what is. I think I like this one better. Now that
you can see what they're trying to do better.
Yeah, I can see what they're trying to do better instead of just I like this one better. I want the chat to weigh it, because obviously we're doing it for them, not us, or at least
how can we display this data better to you guys?
I like this one. It's worse for us because it's harder to read out, like you said, but I think it's better in terms of getting the information out there.
And at some point, I think I'll be combining this with the dispositions. Right now, I need to go into every list because when you take 2 detachments, it could be 1 or 2 dispositions.
Right.
Until everyone on BCP gets good about putting the disposition in their list information, and it's right there for me to control F my way through. Because eventually, I'm going to have faction breakdown for the event and then disposition breakdown for the event, and that's going to be sick. It's going to be. I mean, there's no point doing it for a 5-player team. Because guess how many teams there are? That's how many of each there is. But when we go to singles, I think that data is really, really interesting.
Yeah, I like that.
I wouldn't want to miss it. Anything surprising here? If you know much about T-Zones.
I unfortunately do, because I did play them the last event that I went to for 10th, but I'm not really too surprised at this. Well, a lot of things are getting tried out here. The Sekitar Court with the Hex Warp and even the Warp Forge. I still think the Warforged is so strong.
I think Warforged is number 1. And the fact that it's number DP.
But I get why people would bring other ones, especially the Rubric Phalanx. Like, that list is just people like the Terminators. Bring the Phalanx in. Like, go ahead.
Well, it's teams, man. You just need to be a stopper.
Is that one taken hold? Is Rubric Phalanx taken hold? Because that actually
I believe Rubric Phalanx is taken hold.
Because that would make sense. That's actually an army that can do taken hold pretty well. It wouldn't be terrible at Purge either, to be honest.
So priority assets is either the Hex Warp or the Sekatar cohort. I'm just control F-ing around 1,000 Suns now, trying to find the one of the.
Well, you know what? Let's see what the disposition breakdown is, and that actually might kind of give it a better idea. So, does Dust have priorities? Well, yes, it has 6 of them apparently. Priority assets. There's 6 of them with priority assets, 5 taken hold. So, yeah, I think it is. I think it is taken hold. Maybe the Grand Covenant is.
We could just I could
look it up while I'm reading it. Like, you know, do your job, Adam.
That thing that I have that we all have access to.
2 disruption, 2 purge the foe, and a recon. The recon is interesting because I feel like while T-Suns can do recon really well, they don't want to use their resources to do that because they're kind of light on the resources in most of their lists. I can't think of a build that I guess maybe Zangor and Zangor spam.
So Rubric Phalanx is taken hold, as is a Grand Cavern's priority. So that's why the priority numbers are so high.
Sense,
Of course, there's 4 of them that have to be priority.
Yeah.
Hex Warp is taken hold also, which is the last of those. And then the Sekatar cohort is priority as well. Warforged Cabal is disruption. So the 2 disruption players are 2 of the
that's why there's not as many of those. Okay.
Yeah. And so once again, we had 1 player having to jump on the grenade and take the recon. Heroes of
they're all heroes.
Planet of Sorcerers. Yeah.
See, it's funny that you think the recon is the grenade because I thought people would think disruption is the grenade.
So recon for T-Suns, I think, is not amazing.
Oh, for T-Suns specifically. Okay, yeah.
Build for it. Yeah, you can build for it. You take some more enlightened. You take an extra couple of bits and pieces. Right. You can build to do it effectively, but it's not something that if you were to just take your best 10th edition list and try and play recon with it, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
That's more to the point.
Okay, that makes sense. I get.
I think every faction can be built for every disposition. To be honest.
Oh yes, absolutely. That's one of the reasons I love it. I don't think there's a faction that can't build to at least one of them. They might be a little bit worse at it than others, but
that's to that point. You can build for it, but that doesn't mean you'll have an equal result.
Like I've played Final Day GSC Purge the Foe, and it does well. Is it better than a lot of other ones?
Pact-Bound Zealot Purge the Foe.
It's better than Tau Purge the Foe? Absolutely not. But
correct. And that's what that's where you got to toss up. Is this better than this one at this thing, or am I wasting some of the juice that I can contribute to my team?
Exactly.
Am I talking about my crap, or is no Pact-Bound's priority? My bad. Pac-Man Zealots is priority. Which one's their Purge?
I don't know.
Vets is Champions of the Long War. Renegade priority. Renegade Raiders is Recon. Yeah, which one's their Purge? Whatever. Stuff them. They get no Purge.
They don't get no Purge. Doesn't matter. They don't need it.
They really don't. All right, let us hit a transition and to our Fuego. That's the end. We're going to pick some winners here for this event. And once again, Paul is in this event playing Blood Angel, so he is picking himself.
Just picks up Paul right there wearing his armor. He's ready to go.
Yeah, he's there. He's right there. Look at him. He's happy as Larry. He picked Purge the Foe.
He picked Purge the Foe. Yeah, absolutely he did.
I love that because I'm not 100% sure, but I think he's his team. He's usually his team captain at ATC and usually does the pairings. And then he's like, a Blood Angel specialist, and he's like, out of the way, you idiots! I'm Purge the Foe.
This is mine. This is mine.
Not you, me. So, seems very Paul. All right, you picked first last one, so I'll pick first this one. I'm going double T-Suns. Let's go T-Suns all the way this week.
All right, I'll do double Tau then.
Yeah, you double Tau. Okay, we're betting against each other. Yep. I like it. Do we have a Fuego?
Our Fuego is the last of the best of video games before we get to the championship.
Finals.
The absolute finals.
And Paul's not here.
Paul's like, all right. It's okay. It's sandbox. I don't think Paul is big on the sandboxes anyway, so
yep.
I think we're okay with this. But yeah, we have the best sandbox video game of all time. This is the last of the series of us voting and deciding what the best video game of each genre is of all time. The championship will be not the next show, but probably the show after, because we'll have a little break in between. And then we have to crown the best video game of all time. So that's going to be rough. I don't think we're going to make it through that as friends. But
As friends, no. We'll come together the next episode as absolute enemies.
Absolute enemies. But this one we find because there's only Adam and myself, we need chat to kind of fill in the blanks if there's anything we don't agree on.
If you are in chat, we will need a tiebreaker.
We need the tiebreakers. So let's do this. Round 1, Minecraft versus Roblox.
It's Minecraft.
Yeah, it's Minecraft.
I have never played Minecraft, but Minecraft may be close to undeniable in this run.
It's going to be rough to beat that, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm sure something we'll try. And
2-0.
There's a couple. That's a 3-0. I'm putting a 3-0. There's not.
Yeah, it's fair.
Nobody gets the vote for Roblox. That's not.
No, it's not.
There are a couple in here that are like sandbox, but not sandbox. We put them in here because we couldn't fit them in another genre. So
yeah, there's a couple of. So there are a lot of sandbox games that step into another genre.
Yeah,
as well as being sandbox. So yeah.
All right, round 2 or number 2, Terraria versus Ocarina of Time.
Oof.
Sorry, Terraria. There's no way.
Terraria.
There's
no
chance.
way.
Just you're
no
done.
chance.
You're done.
Yeah. I'm interested to know if Ocarina is your favorite Zelda game of all time, or is that why that's here? Because that's what we voted as our favorite Zelda game of all time.
Breath of the Wild is also in this category.
Oh, we did double Zelda. Okay, fair enough. That makes sense.
To be fair, neither of those is actually my favorite. My favorite already won another category.
You're such a snowflake. You're such a snowflake, man. You probably never heard of my favorite Zelda game. Anyway, go on.
Definitely did because you voted for it.
Yeah, because I voted for
it. Red Dead Redemption versus No Man's Sky.
Ooh.
I'm
gonna go Red Dead.
I want to say No Man's Sky, but Red Dead is just better.
Red Dead's way better. No Man's Sky is damaged by its launch.
It could have been so good. It could have.
If and this is the thing, right? The first experience you have of a game sticks in your collective conscience, and people and so many developers are now launching incomplete games, promising that it'll be fixed within XYZ timeframe, thinking it's not going to damage the brand. It just did. Yep. I played Red Dead Redemption pretty early on the piece. I didn't play it immediately, but I hear the reception is good. And the first time I played that game, it was effing fantastic.
Yep.
And then me and my brother were trying to play No Man's Sky when it first came out. Unplayable.
Nope, unplayable.
And too bad you get no votes.
Sorry, you're 3-0'd.
Yeah.
Next up, GTA 5 versus Saints Row 3.
It's GTA for me. I like
it's GTA.
This is the same game. That's
why I specifically put these against each other because one of them needs to get out early.
Yeah, Saints Row had its moments, but it's very obvious to me it is a GTA.
I think it's like a crazier version of GTA.
It's a lot more extreme than GTA. For better and for worse, right? Yeah. But I do think GTA overall is a better franchise than, and I believe GTA 5 is better than any Saints Row game. So that's easy.
Yeah. Next up, GTA Vice City, which is the other one that we thought that was the best, versus Metal Gear Solid 3. So this is where Metal Gear lives. And I'm sorry, but Metal Gear's getting my vote here.
It's getting my vote too. Vice City was the GTA game that I played the most, even though I think 5 is better than Vice City. Mm-hmm. But still, the soundtrack just sticks in my head. I enjoyed playing 3 so much. I would sit in the car and try to follow the road rules just to listen to the radio and disconnect from the world. And I would stop at speed lights, at like traffic lights. It's crazy. But I am going for Thingy Doodle.
Yeah. Okay. Do we give it a vote? Does it get one vote or is it a 3-0?
We can have Paul's vote.
Got a Paul's vote? You think he's a GTA Vice City guy?
I think he's very much a GTA boy.
Okay. Cyberpunk versus EVE Online.
EVE persists. Eve returned and has continued. Whereas once again, we're talking about a game that had all the potential to be one of the greatest games of all time, and the launch was scuffed into the dirt.
Yeah.
It's very Cyberpunk right now is a fantastic game. It is a spectacular game.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow EVE is still going. What is it? 15 years old?
No, it's more than that.
It's got to be more than that, right?
Yeah, it's old, and it has a crazy following, and it makes
It's an industry.
It is an industry. I remember hearing a story about somebody accidentally firing on a ship that started a war that people lost thousands of dollars
yeah,
joining in on and losing their ships. That's insane.
I think I have to give this to Eve.
I think I do too, but Cyberpunk does deserve a vote.
Once again, like this is a game like No Man's Sky that had the infinite potential to be one of the greatest games.
So
that have ever
to
existed.
any video game developers and producers listening to this, learn your lesson, make the launch good.
If I'm excited about a game and I can't play it successfully on day one, you have hurt my feelings. And there's not much coming back from that. Well, the issue is there's infinite games to play now. It used to be like if World of Warcraft came out and it was scuffed on release, well, there wasn't another World of Warcraft. You just dealt with it. But now my Steam has 99,000 games in it that I could go and play if your one doesn't work when I wanted to. And we are victims of I don't know, this is some kind of capitalism shtick. I don't know. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? If your game doesn't play and it hurts my feelings, I've got 3,000 games to go and play. That'll give me the same, scratch the same itch.
Yep.
So yeah, don't scuff the launch.
Yep, makes sense.
I'd rather wait.
I would too. Absolutely.
I'd rather wait. Yeah.
Next up, Disney Infinity versus The Sims.
I got to give it to Sims.
Yeah, I think it's
somehow again. Sims just refuses to die.
Yeah.
It is the game.
I am giving Paul's vote to Disney Infinity because he was very excited to add this.
He was, yeah. I mean, and look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you Sims is a good game. I'm going to tell you it's a successful game that has such a simple premise and has executed it so just does it that it is.
And you know what it does well with every game? It launches well.
Well, it also has done a really good job in carving out a niche for itself. Within
there's no other game like that. There is
there isn't. No other game can exist because Sims exists.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
the last of round one is Breath of the Wild versus Stardew Valley. That's not even.
Well, I'm voting for Stardew Valley.
You are? No,
I am. You've already got one Zelda in here. I know how much of a Zelda stan you are. Whereas I know people who literally play Stardew Valley for therapy.
Okay. The chat's gonna have to break this one then.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild and Stardew Valley both have one vote. Which is better between Breath of the Wild and Stardew Valley?
Breath of the Wild is amazing, but it is just another Zelda game. It is a Zelda game.
Is it though? Because I think
it's honestly, if this one had come up first, I like Breath of the Wild. No, I don't. So never mind. I don't like Ocarina of Time is my number one because of when I played it, and so it edges. Even though I think Breath of the Wild is probably a better game overall. The nostalgia value I have for Ocarina is.
I think a lot of people have the nostalgia value for Ocarina of Time because let's be real, it does not stand the test of time. How ironic, but it does not stand the test of time.
Well, similar to GoldenEye, right?
Yes,
GoldenEye is like the clunkiest first-person shooter.
I think N64 games in general were incredible when we were at that time, but they don't age well.
Baby, when I hear that GoldenEye soundtrack start up,
just
take me away.
Beautiful.
I'm on a cloud. Anyway, but yeah, I'm doing Stardew Valley because I think it is a game that has stood the test of time. It has carved out a niche for itself that I think is all its own, similar to Sims and similar to Minecraft, where it just kind of persists in a manner that I think caused it to be like one of the greatest games because it just keeps going.
I will give you Stardew Valley because we have Ocarina of Time.
Good man. I knew I'd get you.
But I still like Breath of the Wild. Still a better game.
It's better than Ocarina as a game.
It is better than Ocarina.
Yeah, but we are comparing games that have 20 years of development between them, right?
Oh yeah. So I mean, it better be better.
20, closer to 30, right? When did Ocarina come out?
Wow, it actually is. Don't put that on me. Oh my god.
Let's hurt our feelings.
Let's hurt our feelings. No, don't look it up. Don't do that. Don't do that to us. Why you do? Stop looking it up, Adam. I can see you looking it up. Stop it. We're going to round 2 now. And we're gonna ignore what you say next because it's Minecraft versus Ocarina of Time that I don't need to know when it launched. I don't need the
1998.
I hate you. That's 28 years.
Yeah, 2017 for Breath of the Wild.
So that's almost 20 years.
It's almost 20 years.
19 years. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, well, Minecraft versus Ocarina of Time. Now that our feelings are hurt.
Damage. All right, into the quarters or the semis, whichever one it is.
It's Ocarina for me.
What's the compo? What is the verse?
Minecraft. versus
I have to vote Minecraft. Shit.
I hate you. Are you serious?
Look, so here's what I'm going to say to you. How many hours do you have on Ocarina of Time? It's probably a lot, but it ain't Minecraft numbers.
For me, it's way more than Minecraft. I did not play Minecraft that much.
No. So what I will say about Minecraft is that there is an entire generation of children that are now like going into their like late teens that have been playing Minecraft daily for their entire effing lives. And I think that is over and above the excellence that is Ocarina of Time.
I gave you Stardew Valley, Adam.
I was generous. I didn't know this was going to be the pairing. I could have actually known this was going to be the pairing. I would rather give you Stardew Valley than and have Breath of the Wild still in here than have my Ocarina kicked out by
yeah, but I hate doing this because I like Breath of the Wild better. I do. I think it's a better game. I don't think Ocarina.
Okay, then for the first time ever, because we are in a compromised position, go back, knock out Stardew Valley, and give me Minecraft.
Okay, deal. I can do that.
Because Breath of the Wild is better than Ocarina of freaking
Time.
It absolutely nostalgia berries tingling should not change that.
Yes. Okay, good. I feel better.
Okay. Now give me Minecraft. Because honestly, I have like 5 nieces and nephews, and they're like, one of them's 18 this year. He still plays Minecraft. He's been playing it since he could pick up an iPad. Like it's an entire generation's like, you know, the pinball game we played on a thing. Pinball. It's all of those games combined for an entire generation, for like all of Gen Z. This is their bread and butter game.
I can give it to them for a different reason, because this is the sandbox genre, and Minecraft is a way better sandbox game than
the Sandbox.
It is the sandbox genre. Yeah. So
well, it's got all the juice promised by No Man's Sky as well, where all the generated worlds and all that stuff that No Man's Sky promised and things. And I'm like, but Minecraft is just that, right? Because you just generate your world and you pop off and you make it whatever you want.
And I feel like for any of the hate that we'll get for knocking on Ocarina of Time to Minecraft, it's because of the nostalgia. Like, just think you love it because of the nostalgia. It is not better. It's not. I'm sorry. And I'm a Zelda fanatic. It's not.
Yeah, better. I know you are. All right. What's up?
All right. That hurt, but okay. Back to it. Red Dead Redemption versus GTA 5. Two similar
both the same. Yeah, both Rockstar. This is hard. And did we put in Red Dead 1 or Red Dead 2 as the thing?
Pick
or
your
we just
favorite.
said Red Dead.
We said Red Dead, yeah.
Red Dead 2 is better than 1, and Red Dead 2 is absolutely freaking incredible. It has all the same functions as GTA 5 as well, even though down to the multiplayer and the open world. And
yeah,
but this is really hard. I'm gonna go Red Dead because I liked it.
I am also going Red Dead. I think it's actually better. I enjoyed that more than GTA personally.
Yeah, well, because GTA was just like a better version of the GTA game than the previous version of the GTA game.
That's what they all are. They get stale to me pretty quickly.
Yeah, Red Dead had one of the best single player experiences I've ever had.
I'll give it a point. It gets a vote.
It's top 3 for me, next to like Left 4 Dead and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's really good. All right, 2-1.
I know Left 4 Dead. Last of Us. Sorry,
Last of Us. Yeah, I mean, Left 4 Dead is still. I love that.
Still really good. Yeah.
But yeah, GTA gets a vote still. Next up, Metal Gear Solid 3 versus Eve Online.
I mean, I like Metal Gear more, but Eve, I think, gets my vote.
I like Metal Gear more as well. I think it's a sandbox of this, but it's also an MMO, to be fair.
Actually, true. Yeah, that does. Eve is one of those ones that steps out of its.
Yeah,
steps out of its confines.
Both of these are kind of stepping out of this genre.
Yeah, it's true. Well, because it like the action adventure for Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go off what I like more than and go Metal Gear.
I like Metal Gear more. Like I played that game so much.
I didn't gel with Eve. It was a little too commercey.
It was very commercey. It was. I'm not huge in MMOs because I have a very addictive personality, so I'm trying not to get into them. But when I have an addictive personality and I play an MMO and I don't get addicted to it, that should tell you something.
Yeah, well done.
And last of round 2 is The Sims versus Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
It's Breath of the Wild, right?
Yeah. I knew Sims needed to get out of the first bracket, but I'm happy for it to stay where it is.
It definitely gets out of the first bracket, but
yeah, just because it's just like the game hasn't evolved. It's the same game. Like it's just with new features. Like it's just like the same. No matter how many versions of Sims there are, it's the same game. It's just essentially they're selling you DLCs before DLCs became a thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Semifinals: Minecraft versus Red Dead Redemption.
I'm sticking with it. I'm voting for Minecraft, but Jesus, that one sucks.
Yeah. I have to go.
I know. As a sandbox game, like in the sandbox category,
Red Dead Redemption is a better game.
Absolutely, it is.
Minecraft is a better sandbox game. It might just sandbox.
I'm trying to get away from what I like in gaming and pay homage to the
we're doing the community a service right now, Adam. We're stepping out of our comfort zones to do this.
I know, because otherwise this would be just Zelda versus GTA and Red Dead. Everything else, get out of here.
Metal Gear Solid 3 versus Breath of the Wild.
Adios, Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild. It's going to be Breath of the freaking Wild versus Minecraft.
It is. It is. That's the finals now. It's Breath of the Wild versus Minecraft.
And we're going to 4-up this because I'm going to vote Minecraft and you're going to vote Breath of the Wild.
We don't need to 4-up it, Adam. We don't need to 4-up it. I'm voting Breath of the Wild, but I will concede that everybody will want Minecraft to win this. And as a sandbox game,
it's the greatest sandbox game of all time.
It should win it. Yeah. I'm not happy about it.
No. Do you want me to flip a coin for Paul's vote, just so we know?
Sure.
Do you want to call it?
Heads.
So heads would have been Breath of the... Sorry, I didn't... Heads would have been Breath of the Wild. He would have voted heads. Damn it. Yeah. It's fine. I would be happy for Breath of the Wild to win this. I genuinely do believe in my heart.
Yeah, Minecraft, especially as the sandbox game, it is just... Yeah.
On that tumultuous note,
so that means we have the championships now.
We do.
Do you want to know what the championships are? What the winners of all the categories are?
Don't tell me who they're versing. Like I
don't know yet.
I don't want to be in the shower later today and just like zone out for 20 minutes trying to figure everything out. Just tell me what made the finals.
So we have Minecraft, we have StarCraft 2, Counter-Strike, Heroes of Might and Magic 3, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Alien Isolation, Mega Man, Zelda: A Link to the Past, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 7, and Golden Axe. I'm sorry, but Golden Axe does not seem like it belongs in.
Dude, that's peak side scroller goodness. You can't deny.
I cannot believe Golden Axe won that category.
When I think of side scrollers, I think Double Dragon, Streets of Rage, and Golden Axe. Those are the only 2 that exist in my brain. Sorry, 3 that exist in my brain. And yeah, Golden Axe is probably. Look, Altered Beast. It's got the best intro of all time, but let's face it,
it's not a good game.
It wasn't a great game, especially on the bashed into submission loosest shit joystick at the arcade.
Yeah,
you could never get that guy to do what it needed to do. It was like you would just like, I need to jump, and then you just run into the lightning bolt. You're like, son of a bitch. You're like, yeah. Whereas like the other reason I think Golden Axe wins is the multiplayer. That's the 3 I just reeled off. True. All got multiplayer options, which I think supersedes things like Altered Beast.
Altered Beast had 2 player.
Ghouls and Ghosts. Yeah.
It wasn't good.
Sorry?
Altered Beast was 2 player.
It was 2 player, but it wasn't.
No.
It didn't embrace 2 player.
It didn't matter.
It was just
2 player did not matter.
Yeah, whereas Streets of Rage, you were different guys, you had different moves. Yeah. Golden Axe, you played different characters. Anyway, that's going to wrap us up for this first episode of 11th edition. Please let us know in the comments which format of or if you have any ideas as to how best to display the disposition and list data now that is so dramatically different, what is going to be easy for you guys to see and absorb. But yeah, let us know what you're excited about in 11th edition. Dustin, thanks for jumping on with us. You've been an absolute legend. Good luck to Paul at the ATC in the 5-man event.
Purge those foes.
He's going to purge some foes. We'll see how he does. And we are out of here, dude. Good night. Take care of each other. Enjoy some 11th.
See you next week.